Therapists, what patient traumatized you for life? I once had a patient, a man in his mid-30s, who came to me because he said he felt stuck. He was quiet, polite, but there was a sorrow in his eyes that I couldn't ignore. At first, he only spoke of surface-level issues. Stress at work, trouble sleeping. It seemed manageable until one session when he slipped. He mentioned a promise he made to his younger brother. I asked him to elaborate, but he fell silent, staring at the floor. Then, almost in a whisper, he said, "I couldn't keep it." Over the following weeks, the story slowly unfolded. When he was 10, his little brother, only 6, was terrified of the dark. Their parents weren't the nurturing type, so he took it upon himself to comfort his brother every night. He'd sit beside him, hold his hand, and promise, "Nothing will hurt you while I'm here." One night, feeling tired, he left early to play video games in the living room. That was the night someone broke into their home. The intruder didn't find him, but his brother wasn't so lucky. As he recounted the story, tears streamed down his face. He told me how he had hidden under the coffee table, frozen in fear, while his brother's screams filled the house. "I should have been there," he kept repeating. "I promised." Even after years of therapy, he still heard his brother's voice in his mind. The weight of his guilt was suffocating. And while I tried to help him forgive himself, I'll never forget the pain in his eyes. Some stories stay with you forever.
What was the last thing you said to someone before they died? The last words I said to my daughter were, "It's okay, baby. Mom and daughter get sick too. You're being so brave. Close your eyes and get some sleep. I love you." Her name was Lily. She was 2 years and 8 months old. The day before had been one of the happiest of her life. 2 birthday parties, one at the park and another at her aunt's house. She laughed, chased bubbles, and ate way too much cake. The next morning, she woke up holding her head, saying, "Mommy, my head hurts." My wife and I thought she was just dehydrated or tired from all the excitement. My wife had to work that day, so it was just me and Lily. We spent the day on the couch, watching Finding Nemo, but she kept drifting off to sleep, only to wake up and vomit before falling asleep again. I thought it was just a stomach bug. My brother, a pediatric nurse, told me to keep her hydrated with Pedialyte. That night, I tucked her into bed. He was so small, so tired, but didn't cry or complain. I leaned down, brushed her hair back, and said, "You're being so strong. Sweet dreams. I love you." At least I think I said, "I love you." I tell her that every day, but I can't remember if I said it then. I hope I did. She never woke up. We rushed her to the hospital in the morning when she didn't wake up. The doctors told us she had an undiagnosed brain aneurysm. It had been there all her life, a ticking time bomb. We never heard it rupture that night, and just like that, she was gone. Her life was so bright, so joyful, and so impossibly short.
My mother-in-law sneered at Dad for naming me Rain, born during a howling storm she deemed hippie nonsense. When we first met, she rolled my name on her tongue. Rain. Her chuckle frosted the air like daggers of ice. Soon she branded me Skittles, conspiring with my sister-in-law to feature my name in their most absurd baby names poll on parenting forums. My father-in-law quietly screenshotted their mockery for my husband. At my birthday dinner, she swirled Merlot, murmuring, "If Rain's kids get named Thunder, the Weather Bureau may charge royalties." As laughter rippled, my husband slammed his napkin down. One more jab at my wife. We vanish. He blocked her that night. 7 days later, an email arrived from his father, a faded birth certificate blazing her true name, Storm. My sister doesn't deserve to be a mother. Most nights, she doesn't come home until after midnight, leaving her 15-year-old daughter Ellie to care for her 3 younger siblings, including a 10-month-old baby. I found out when Ellie called me one night, asking if I could teach her how to make something simple. Her youngest brother had thrown up again from eating microwaved frozen meals. The next day, I went over and my heart broke. The house smelled of spoiled milk, dirty diapers, and something burnt. Ellie looked completely drained, dark circles under her eyes. She admitted that she was barely passing her classes and had missed so many days because one of the younger kids was always sick and someone had to stay home with them. I confronted my sister Bethany. She cried, saying how hard it was being a single mom with no help. I told her I could only help if she stepped up and actually parented her kids, but she slammed the door in my face. Over the next few months, Ellie and the kids spent more time with me. I helped Ellie with her schoolwork, cooked meals, and babysat so she could take a break. Things started improving. Ellie's grades went up, and she even won an award for an essay contest. At the award ceremony, she said something that left the room in stunned silence. "I want to thank my aunt who taught me what it means to care for others, something my mom never did." Bethany stormed out that night. She sent me a text. "You're trying to steal my kids. Stay away or you'll regret it." Now I'm left wondering if helping Ellie was worth tearing the family apart.